Hello, everyone. Of course, I have to talk about Fani Willis because from time untold, men have been sleeping with their secretaries and prosecuting cases. Judges have been sleeping with their clerks and prosecuting cases. All of a sudden, you have Fani Willis. Fani Willis has used to have sex with somebody who works on her staff, and it's a problem. But it was never been a problem for all the other men who did this. Never had their cases taken away. It was cold outside. But all of a sudden, Fani Willis has sex with somebody in her past. It's just like officers and correctional officers. All of y'all work together. All of y'all wind up marrying each other. All of y'all date each other. And all of y'all sleep with each other. Because you're always together. Same thing. Some people said, especially on TYT and others, on CBS, in MSNBC, which I disagree with. Oh, she should have not slept with him. And she should have, if she slept with him, she shouldn't have hired him, even if he was qualified for the job and available and charged less per hour. Oh, well, she got cash in her house. Tell me what American don't have cash in their house. This ain't a black thing. Americans keep cash in their house. Asians stay with cash. Hispanics stay with cash. Italians stay with cash. So what? She got cash in her fucking house. Only people who ain't got cash in their house is people who ain't got cash. Got cash in my house. It may not be a lot, but we were just raised that you stay having some cash on you and you don't go anywhere unless you got some cash. Yeah, you can have a card, you can have a bank, you can write a check, you can have credits. Keep that cash. Yeah, keep cash on yourself at all times. Or somewhere where you can have access to it, even if it's not on your person. So to say that Fani Willis can't have a sexual relationship with someone who works with her, do y'all hold Donald Trump to that same standard? Because a lot of y'all don't believe me when I made that video and I said they're going to tell you who you can sleep with. They're going to tell you when you can have sex and what type of sex you can have in your house. I made that video. A lot of y'all don't believe it. This is proof of it. Now they're telling her, because she had sex with him in the past, she shouldn't have hired him, even though he's qualified. As if that means something to people like Donald Trump, who he done put his thing in everything smoking that wasn't tied down. This man done slept with. Donald Trump has been with the majority of his staff, or he tried to have sex with them when he was on when he had his casinos in Atlantic City. Sex with them, sex with their mothers, the sisters, any and everybody. Now that has nothing to do with her and what she did. But what is the matter with what she did? Or is everybody in America going to stop having sex with people they work with and going to be on trial? Because if you get paid with government funds because you're a public servant, then yeah, you're spending public funds, but it's public funds that you work for. It's public funds that he worked for. There's a Democrat right now on there. Instead of voting for Nina Turner, you all put Democrat in there, and she hired her husband and spent I don't know how much, hundreds of thousands of dollars she spent on her husband. And Clive, remember his name, talking about he's stepping down from the whatever. He went out and made sure that the Democrats picked her instead of. So it's all a bunch of BS. You fall for it every time. Hopefully I will meet some real Americans on my journey. Real Americans that are tired of the back and forth between the Republicans and the Democrats. And the independents who claim that they're independent, but they're not. Because this is just asking a little too much of somebody, of what they're doing in their sex life. And for what are you asking this woman all these questions about her sex life? The question should have been geared to, did she inappropriately use the funds? He wanted to know more about this lady's sex life and when she had sex with him than anything else. I don't hear nobody go after Donald Trump, especially to his followers, about who he had sex with and how much money he paid them. It's a tit for tat. That's why I said I'm not interested in Donald Trump or Joe Biden when I'm running for president, when I'm out there and I'm registering people to vote for me, because we outnumber them. We outnumber them. So I still have time. I am going to be out there and very soon. And we just have to show them that this little horse and pony show that they got going on, that we're not interested in it. We're not interested in it. Ain't nothing going to happen to Donald Trump. Donald Trump should have been in jail 3 years ago. Nothing's going to happen to that man. But we need to get rid of this Republican, Democrat, back and forth cat and fighting. So those are the Americans that I'm looking for. And since there's more of them out there than like me, I'm really not worried about the Democrats that love Joe Biden, the Republicans that love Donald Trump. Fani Willis has done her job. Who she had sex with is irrelevant. But I did make a video and told y'all, you not the Republicans, the government. This is the government doing this. There are a lot of things that man said that were out of pocket. A lot of things that man said that were out of pocket. And the judge, sometimes he did object, but it should have been objected to. But I believe that she wanted everything to be out in the open, because like me, I'm not ashamed to have had sex with men. I'm not ashamed to not be married. You putting her on trial for having sex with somebody? That is ridiculous. But that's just how it is. That's just how it is in America. She got to be on trial. Nobody else got to be on trial. But she got to be on trial. You haven't found one dime to submit. That's not. She should have requested that if you're accusing me of hiring him and using public funds, show me where I used the public funds. Because aren't you supposed to have evidence before you go accuse somebody of something? He's on a witch hunt, a fishing expedition to see if she spent some money with this man that she used to have sex with before the trial started. You're supposed to have your evidence first. This whole thing about the motion, because somebody thinks she's on trial at TYT. They said she's on trial. No, she's not. It is a motion to see if she's to be disqualified. It is not a trial. They're two different things. And Cenk Uygur is a goddamn attorney. He knows this. He knows this. See, his real problem is he's mad because he can't run for president because he's an immigrant. That's what Cenk Uygur's real problem is. He mad as hell. He can't get on the ballots, just like Donald Trump. But that's no reason for you to sit on your show and say that Fani Willis is on trial. It's BS. She's not on trial. It's a motion. A motion to disqualify her or to see if she is to be disqualified. Their intention is to disqualify her. But from what I heard, she keep money in her house. She has sex with somebody she worked with. Who in America hasn't done that? No improprieties whatsoever. You work for a public office. You hire people in your public office. Oh, she should have hired somebody else. She shouldn't have hired him. Why? Because she has sex with him? You know what that does? That gives him a reason to bring suit against her for not hiring him. But y'all so smart. Y'all so smart in this country. If she didn't hire him and he meets the qualifications, no matter what case it is, no, this is a RICO case. So what difference does it make what RICO case it is? Whether it's a celebrity RICO case or whether it's Donald Trump RICO case or whether it's plain Jane, nobody knows who the person is. So what? It's a RICO case. Part of it is a RICO case. You people are the most ingenuous people I've ever seen. And that's why you keep getting Democrat or Republican. That's why y'all keep winding up with the same two parties. That's why you got your nose up there. And you don't care about people in this country who are struggling, who can't make it. But what do you care about? These foreigners are coming in here. These foreigners are going to take our jobs. See, now you care about that. When YouTube has so many people on it that it's more advantageous for them to put their ads with the immigrants instead of with the Americans, and you see your views go down, see, then you're going to care. But right now, living high on the hog, don't care. Until it happens to you, you don't care. My mother used to always say that. You should always care. Whether you're in a good financial position or whether you're in a bad financial position, you should always care about what happens to this country and how it takes place and how it happens. But you don't until it happens to you. That is what that case is about. That is what Fani Willis is about. That's why she's prosecuting. She's not prosecuting because Donald Trump is a Republican. She prosecute. They called her so many names when she prosecuted black people, white people, celebrities. They've been coming after this lady and coming after this lady. If I'm president, guess who? Well, guess what? Yeah. She getting a lot of help from the president's office to get rid of crime and to punish criminals. Not to look in her life and see who she slept with in the past. The judge should have stopped that a long time ago. He out of pocket. He's being investigated for allowing that to happen. You cannot allow an attorney to make up a scenario as to why they're doing a line of questioning which have nothing to do with the allegations. So many times her attorney said that what they objected is so many times he abstained. Okay, so you want to let this line of questioning go. But if he was on trial, somebody was asking him who he had sex with, and did he have sex with the lady, the stenographer, and why did he hire her? You see, you gotta be fair in all these things and not try to say, oh, she's a black woman, she's single, she had sex with somebody, and then she hired him, so that must mean that she stole money. Every goddamn person in Congress is a fucking thief. What's the matter with y'all? Anyway, I just wanted to say it's BS. I'm about to go. It's a bunch of BS, but I promise you, I'm president. That foolishness is not happening. So I will be out there passing out my literature and getting people to register to vote for me because we outnumber them. Have a good day.